Oh, hello there, my champions. What are you doing here? Okay, that's a bit of a very weird reason. What am I doing here? Well, that's simple. I heard that there was a princess here, being trapped in the woods, in a cabin. And I have made it my job to... Alright, I should be close by now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
What? Wait, what? Hold on. Doesn't killing a princess seem kind of bad, though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist?
No, I'm not a
Is
monarchist.
slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress? If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress.
No.
Seamstresses contribute something of value to society.
Whatever, I'm gonna narrate her. I don't want to kill her. I don't want to kill anybody. I've only been told that she's stuck in the forest, in a cabin. I know nothing of her. Why would I kill her? Look, you know, whatever. Let's just keep going to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Okay.
A warning before you go any further.
What?
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right?
I don't...
She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
I don't...
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's just keep going. I don't want to slay anybody.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Oh, well, huh? Let's take the blade, then.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
I'm not slaying anybody unless it comes down to it. If I have no choice, and the fate of everyone relies on it, I will do it. But that is not going to be my first option. Not at all.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Oh.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
She
Don't let it
sounds...
fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
She sounds sad. I feel bad for her. Hi!
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No. Why would you think that?
That giant knife you're holding kind of gives it away, doesn't it?
The blade. Of course she doesn't want to talk. Who'd want to have a conversation at knife point?
We should drop it.
What? No.
Don't you dare.
I know nothing of what's going to happen. I'm not dropping
It's
the
fine.
blade.
We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
I'm not planning on killing her in cold blood, but I am not dropping the knife.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
You poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I don't plan on killing you.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Look, I do not plan...
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
I am keeping my hands on the blade. I'm keeping this to protect myself. I am not dropping this blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
This situation requires patience. Are you sure you don't want to talk?
Yeah, I'm sure.
For goodness sake, the two of you can't just stand around like this forever. Eventually, something is going to give, and I highly recommend that you be the one to take the initiative here. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
Sorry, okay?
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit
There.
with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
You're a good fighter, I'll give you that. I'm not giving up that easily.
You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here, either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's heart.
Sorry.
Oh.
The two of you fall to the floor.
You gave a good fight, I'll give you that.
This was fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp
what?
as her lungs start to fill with
I'll
blood.
agree with you there.
You put up
It
more of a
was fun.
fight than I thought you would. But I have to wonder. Do
What?
you really think this is the end?
For you, maybe.
But you don't have time to worry over such things.
For me?
Everything goes dark,
Oh.
and you die.
Oh! Dying's never fun, but... Second attempt.
A warning before you go any further.
Yeah, she will lie, she will cheat.
Lying and cheating doesn't sound like her at all.
What?
Not that it matters. It's not like she can lie or cheat in the middle of a fight.
Who are you?
Are you sure about that?
The point of my warning wasn't to start an argument over what circumstances the princess is capable of lying in. It was to give you some broadly applicable advice.
Okay,
The princess will do and say whatever she thinks it will take to get her out of there. So don't trust her. Ever. Are we clear?
Fine, I hear
Crystal,
you.
let's just get on with it already.
Okay, look, settle down. Let's just go down. Figure this out again. And this time I can get a better solution.
The cabin is tighter than its exterior would suggest. Its cold stone walls press in on you, as if trying to forcefully direct you towards your destination. The only furniture of note is a black iron altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
It wasn't like this before.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
What happened to this place? Wasn't like this last time. You didn't say anything about the mirror.
That's because there isn't a mirror.
What?
There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
But there's a mirror right there. What are you talking about?
There's definitely a mirror.
There's absolutely a mirror.
There isn't.
There is.
Oh, stop bickering and just get on with it. Who even cares if there's a mirror?
I do, because there is, and he's ignoring it. I care about whether I'm being lied to.
As do I. I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done.
Because it's right there and I can see it with my eyes. Okay, I see the mirror. I'm approaching it.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here.
There's a mirror right in front of us.
This really isn't funny.
It isn't. Let's just clean it and look into the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall.
What?
I hope you know how ridiculous you look.
What? Where's the mirror? Where did it...
But it was there a second ago.
It was... What happened?
And now it's gone. So all of us can stop arguing about it and get to fighting.
I don't... Okay. Look, fighting is not my nature. I don't fight unless I feel as if there is no choice. And last time, it did feel like they were a danger of some sort. I wish I could have handled it more diplomatically, and I'll say I wish I did. But whatever. We'll just try it again. I won't. I'm shaking.
No knife this time. Right then, fisticuffs it is. Probably
No.
not fair to her anyway.
No, it's not
Wouldn't want to feel
fisticuffs
like we
either.
cheated our way to a win.
It's not fisticuffs. I'm gonna try a diplomatic approach
As
and
long as
talk
you
to
can
her.
still get the job done. And don't forget that the blade is waiting for you upstairs if you happen to change your
If
mind.
it comes down to it, I'll grab it again. But this time I'm just gonna try and talk to her.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a rough stone staircase, its walls pressing at your sides and tightening as you descend. The air seeping from below is heavy and oppressive, with an almost sulfuric odor to it. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Everything changed, and I don't understand why.
Her fierce voice carries up the stairs.
Is that another challenger?
What the?
Finally. It's been ages since I've had a good fight.
Your voice changed.
This isn't what she sounded like last time.
It isn't.
Her
Oh,
voice is a little deeper, almost threatening.
what's going on?
Good. Sounds like my kind of princess.
What? Let's just go down
As
and
much
talk.
as I appreciate the enthusiasm, just make sure you don't let your bloodlust get to your
I
head.
don't have
You need to
bloodlust.
stay focused and keep your wits about you. Remember, you're here to slay the princess, not to have a good fight.
I understand that, and I'm going to try and reason with her, not fight
As you descend
her.
the final step, the form of the princess comes into view.
Wow.
A large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall.
Hi.
Looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you again. I'd been hoping you'd find your way back here. Good to see that death doesn't stick for either of us.
So you remember the death too. I thought I just snapped my fingers to just come back. I guess nothing changed. Things still changed. Do my powers not work here? Whatever. Okay.
But no little knife this time, huh?
Yes, I'm gonna try more
No.
diplo.
I hope you're not just here to chat. I've been itching for a rematch.
Look. You look different.
Aside from your empty hands, you look exactly the same.
Okay. I guess in the map. Well, okay. I did have to take a different form for this world. A much more bird-like form. Not really the most comfortable, but honestly, I look a lot better in my regular form.
Right, fine. If you're not going to address it, I will.
What?
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 You've already met the princess has already met you. The two of you killed each other. Did you think you'd be able to just openly talk about all that without me noticing?
Okay, so... I guess I didn't use my powers to revive. I guess the world revived me itself.
Maybe.
You
did seem to just gloss over the whole thing for a while.
You did.
Of course I glossed over it. When a colleague says something insane, glossing over it is one of the best ways to stay focused and keep moving forward. But enough is enough. I believe you. And that's all the more reason to take this seriously.
Yeah.
You don't know that whatever brought the two of you back to life isn't a fluke. And beyond that, do you know who doesn't remember anything that happened last time? Me. I don't remember.
Okay, so you don't, but me, the princess, and the voices, I guess, remember. Strange.
Are you okay?
Yeah, honestly, are you okay?
Of course I'm not okay. As far as we're all concerned, the fate of my world is still very much on the line. Not all of us have the luxury of jumping over to a parallel universe the second we die.
Don't worry. I'm going to do a good job.
Great. Now focus up and do it then.
Alright. So you do remember me.
No, I remember you all right. Best 3 minutes of my life. So, why don't we do it again? Or are you scared I'm going to put you down for good this time?
I'm not scared of that.
Are you just going to let her talk to us like that? We're not scared. I think my position on violence in this situation is already more than clear, but you really shouldn't let yourself be goaded so easily. There's more at risk in this encounter than your fragile ego. I agree. If we're gonna fight her, we need a weapon.
I don't have a weapon, and I don't want to fight her. I'm actually here to free you.
Free her? You aren't... I don't know why I'm even bothering, to be honest. You know the stakes of the situation.
Yeah, and slaying her didn't work, so why not free her?
Who says I want to be free?
Oh. If you don't want to be free, then what do you want?
I want the two of us to fight to the death.
Whoa,
I want
whoa.
to feel your knife split my flesh.
Okay.
And I want to hear your bones
Settle down,
snap
please.
beneath my fists.
Settle down, please. I don't want...
Is that really too much to ask?
Yes, I don't want to kill you.
Yeah. Especially that last...
I don't want to kill you. I don't enjoy killing.
You're such a coward.
No, it's not being a coward. It's valuing human life, and I don't want to kill.
I'm just being cautious. If it comes to violence, we can find a way to deal with her that doesn't involve throwing our life away. I'd rather not die again, and I find it deeply disturbing that you seem to relish the thought of it.
I don't relish the thought.
Because it doesn't matter if we die
He
again.
does.
It'll just be another opportunity to have the fight of our life.
I'm not hurting her.
We don't know that for sure, and I'd rather not bet on it.
Me either. I'm not hurting them. Okay? I'm not saying I'm not here to fight, but I think the two of us have a few things to unpack first. Like, how are we still both alive?
What is there to unpack? I was dead and now I'm not, and the same goes
Okay,
for
that
you.
tactic didn't work.
There. Unpacking done.
But that did not work, like I hoped
Don't
it did.
you get it? We've been given free rein to wail on each other. Forever.
I don't enjoy...
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, I am here to chat. You know what? I actually am here just to chat.
Why? You didn't want to talk last time. Are you scared I'm going to kill you again?
No, I'm not. I haven't decided what I'm doing yet.
And why not? You decided what to do with me quickly enough last time.
I didn't
Are you
decide...
scared I'm
What?
going
I
to
did
kill
not
you
decide
again?
quickly!
Maybe you're worried I'll put you down for good this time.
I did not decide quickly.
If you want to talk, I guess I can talk. But you should come a little closer first.
You know what? That's fair. I will come closer to talk to you.
You take a cautious step towards the princess, unarmed. I wish I could believe you know what you're doing, but you clearly don't.
I'm gonna do a diplomatic approach. Either way, this is what I'm going to do. Just trust me.
You stop a few feet short of her reach, her chains taut as she stares down at you. She's a lot bigger than I thought she was.
Yes, she is.
Why do you sound so scared? We can take her.
Well, what do you want? Because every second we waste talking is a second we could spend killing each other instead.
Why do you want us to kill each other?
Why wouldn't I want that? Why don't you want that? It felt good last time. It felt right.
It wasn't right, though.
And it makes sense.
It doesn't... We can't just... I don't know. Spar a little? Maybe there's a compromise where we can get what we want, nobody has to die, and the world doesn't have to end.
Sparring? That's just play fighting. It isn't real.
It's not play fighting, it's training. It's you're going all out, just making sure the other person isn't injured or dies.
What's real is when my flesh splits open.
Whoa!
What's
whoa!
real is when you keep getting up until your legs can't hold
Okay,
you.
look, I don't want... I mean, I can't really feel pain, but look, I don't want to fight you.
What's real are the things we do to each other when the only options left
Okay.
are winning and dying.
Please settle down.
That is the only thing I'm interested in.
Okay, look, if you were put down here for a reason, I was sent to kill you for a reason. Don't you care what that reason is?
I don't need to care, because I already know what I am. I've already found my purpose.
Okay,
The princess flashes a sinister grin.
okay.
You.
Does she mean her purpose is killing us?
Okay.
No, she means fighting us. She means both of us getting stronger through sheer pain and will, the fear of death no longer able to hold us back.
Okay.
Just go and pick up the blade already. I'm sick of all this anticipation. We're ready.
Okay, look. There's nothing I can say to convince them. But I'm not going to fight you.
What are you trying to do? Do you think pacifism is going to win her over? Because it won't.
Pacifism is not... It can be the solution in circumstances like this. I don't want to fight her.
Right? This isn't fun. This isn't interesting. It's pathetic and cowardly and boring.
I am not a coward. I just don't think people have to die for this.
Is that so? Let's see if you still feel that way once I start beating you.
Oh, God.
She's still bound by those chains. All we have to do is take a step back and she won't be able to do anything.
I do
to
not
us.
think those chains are going to hold her.
All that does is put the two of you at another impasse. You can't stall forever.
No.
Ah, do you really think those chains will stop her? She's not the type to hand out empty threats.
I'm not
She's
trying to stall. I'm trying
Makes
to...
her so interesting.
I'm trying to reason, not
But
stall.
she has to be bluffing, right? If she isn't bluffing, then why is she still... You step back as she steps forward, her bindings creaking ominously.
Uh-oh.
And then they snap.
I
It's only a matter of
thought that was going to
But she's
happen.
loose. Dear Lord, what do we do?
Oh,
if
listen.
only there was some sort of
Listen.
weapon you could use to fight a world-ending monstrosity.
I
I
went-
where you might find one of those.
Okay, listen.
Exactly. Just do what I've been telling you to do since the second we got here. Take the blade, fight her, kill her, and win.
Fuck, okay. This doesn't change anything.
I suppose there isn't much I can do to stop you, is there? You stand your ground as the princess thunders across the basement floor, her shoulders tucked low as her fierce, unblinking gaze locks onto yours. You don't see the impact, and you can't say for sure if you even feel it,
Okay.
but you hear your bones splinter.
Yeah,
You can
that would
feel your
hurt.
feet leave the floor as you're hurled bodily into the unflinching stone wall.
We're fine.
Are we fine? Are we really? No, you're obviously
I'm not.
fine. Your body is broken.
This body.
Enough games. Go upstairs, pick up that knife, and fight me.
I can't get up.
Stop moping. You're fine. Now get up.
What are you made of? Tissue paper? I didn't hit you that hard.
Yeah, but even using a fraction of your strength, it's still gotta hurt. You know what? No.
You shakily push yourself to your feet.
I'm not gonna let that
After
take
the
me
blow
down.
you took, it's a miracle you can move, let alone stand, but here you are. Maybe you can actually pull this off.
I'm still not going to fight you.
Is this a trick? Are you tricking me?
No. I'm not.
Because why would you? Why wouldn't you? Ah!
The princess's shoulders tense with fury as she storms towards you. You can see her face flush, her knuckles going white as she clenches her fists, her entire body trembling with a burning rage.
I can't believe you're making me watch this.
Fine. If you want to die like a pathetic little worm, you can die like a pathetic little worm.
Okay.
I guess I'll see you all next time. She grabs you by the throat and slams your body against
This
the wall.
body is making me
Her eye
consider
twitches
what pain
as her
feels
grip
like.
tightens around your neck.
Listen.
She sure is taking her time, isn't she?
Listen.
Why? Why are you letting me do this?
I don't-
Why are you making me do this? Why won't you fight back?
Because there's more to this than just fighting each other. If letting you kill me is how I show you that, then it's worth it.
What more can there possibly be? What are you trying to do? I don't want to think. Why are you trying to make me think?
Her lip hardens. You feel a horrific pop in your neck. She releases you, your numb body crumbling to the stone floor as your vision starts to fade.
Oh god.
What am I supposed to do without you?
I guess I'll see you all next time. I can say that now, right? We're dead?
Great. I can't wait to be stuck in this useless body all over again.
I won't be seeing you, but I suppose something like me will. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Okay.
You're on a
Pass.
and at the end of that path. Oh, I've heard this one before. Let me guess. There's a cabin and a princess, and you want us to get rid of her for you. But it's not gonna happen. At least not on my watch.
What the?
Oh, you bloody fool. Am I the only one here who actually listened to her?
There's another
She
one.
wants a fight.
Okay.
And we're not gonna give it to her.
It's funnier if we don't.
I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to be reasonable.
You think what happened last time was funny? I thought we were breaking a cycle of violence. I thought we were practicing pacifism in the face of mortal peril. I thought we were being brave. Heroic, even.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I'm a guardian. The name is literally Master Guardian. I protect people. I don't resort to violence unless there's no other way.
We're a deep and multifaceted being. Who's to really say that your thing and my thing can't peacefully coexist? I'm just saying, doing it for a laugh takes away from the moment. It was a good moment.
It was.
Oh, will both of you just shut up? Make me rage, boy.
Well, this is just great.
Okay.
Let me cut to the chase.
God.
Clearly you've already been.
Yes.
Yeah, you think? What does here even mean, though? You've told us about the path of the princess and all of that already, but this is a very different path from the last one.
You can say that. It's looking a lot more goopy and melted.
That's a good point. Everything here is a little off.
It is very
Yes,
off.
precisely. And if you'd given me 2 seconds to finish my thought, I would have said that.
Oh, you're actually letting me talk now. Great. If you've already been here,
This
it
was
means
the
you've
end of
seen
the world
things
you
you
were
aren't
talking
supposed
about.
to have seen, and you know things that you aren't supposed to know. This doesn't look like a path in the woods if reality seems distorted. It's because reality is distorted. So you knew this could happen. You knew we'd be able to restart like this. Look, if the world around you is changing, especially all the way out here, then that means you're nearing the point of no return. Whatever happens next, that's it. There won't be any more do-overs.
3 chances, huh?
You'd better take things seriously.
Fine, I will. If I don't slay, if I just stay here, or do anything else, we hit the point of no return, then what happens?
Then what happens
What? Have you even been listening? It's the end is what happens.
This looks like the end to me.
Yeah, but is there something after the end? How am I supposed to know? The end means finality. It's not like I can just peek on over to the other side and tell you what it's like there, if there even is a there. Isn't it your job to know things? Maybe we need a better narrator who can actually answer our questions.
Whatever.
It's my job to guide you through your task and to state the facts of what's happening. That hardly requires omniscience. And besides, I'm the best you're going to get, because I'm the only one here who can do my job.
No matter what happens next, it seems like our answers are at the cabin. We might as well see this through.
Good, we're all on the same page. It isn't long before you find yourself at the end of the path, staring up at the cabin on the hill. You'll find the princess within, as I'm sure you already know. End her. That's it? No final words of advice?
Violent.
I'd rather not waste any more time. I'm sure that any advice I'd give at this point is something you've already heard. Don't be so hard on yourself. We all wind up in creative ruts now and then. I'm sure if you put your mind to it, you could think of something worth telling us.
Just get to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is a place that feels long forgotten. There was once an elegance to its construction, carved marble columns holding a high arched roof, vaulted windows letting in the weak starlight.
The giant mirror definitely says something.
But that is how it was. Now there is a growth that has overtaken it. A viscous fluid seeps from cracks in the stone walls, and it congeals into chaotic streaks of writhing nerves and wet clumps of living meat. That's horrible. I think it's kind of nice. Makes the room feel alive, doesn't it?
Whatever.
The only furniture of note is a pulsating pedestal. A pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. We'll need it if we want to do things right. I say we leave it to rust. Let's not make the same mistake twice. We could have won if we had it last time. Take it.
The mirror. It's that mirror again. And it's blocking the door this time.
A mirror? There is no mirror. There's the pedestal, the blade sitting on the pedestal, and the door to the basement. Yeah, we've done all this already. I don't know what to tell you. There isn't a mirror because I would know if there was a mirror.
Of course you can't see
You're
it.
either seeing
Just
things
like
or
last
you're
time.
confused on the definitions.
All right,
Door. What
go
are
over
you
it.
trying to say?
Okay, I
It
don't.
means you're hallucinating.
I'm not-
It went away after we touched it last.
Everyone shut up, okay? Everyone shut up. I don't know what to do. Take the blade, or not take the blade. Taking the blade.
You take the blade from the pedestal.
I understand.
Nothing feels better than gripping cold steel.
Oh, shut it.
That's no fun. And you're not even holding it right. Oh. And how do you use the other way? Shut.
Both of you, okay, stop. Let's just go.
If on command, it slowly slides open, scraping against the stone floor, its ancient
Okay.
hinges moaning as it reveals the dim path ahead. Why am I not surprised? You step forward into the darkness. The stairs leading
Oh
down to the
my.
basement are at once both narrow and grandiose. The
Dear
high
God.
vaulted ceiling stretches up into a gloom beyond your sight, while walls wet with tumorous growths press in uncomfortably at your sides. You feel both unprotected and trapped, at once exposed and claustrophobic.
Dear God.
The air is thick, its odor an oppressive
Ugh,
darkness,
stinks
the
too.
metallic scent of fresh blood twisting with the nauseating embers of charred remains. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
For once, I have to agree.
Her voice, a bellowing rage, roars up the stairs.
So you've returned after denying me the salvation of combat? Are you here to gloat? Are you here to mock what I've become?
What you've
Do
become.
you think that if you let me kill you enough times, I'll suddenly soften and repent for sins that live solely in your head? Well, we've tried that, haven't we? Now come down and see what your refusal has done to me. See how much you can bear to witness the consequences of your actions.
Did you hear that? Well, sounds like we got to her last time. Let's keep pushing, see what else we can make happen.
Let's see what's happening
Make your
here.
way to the bottom of the stairs. The chamber's walls
Dear
are painted
God.
red, a deep, sickening red that drips down in clotted streams onto the charred corpses that make up its floor. This place reeks of torment, of ripped skin and burning bone.
Oh my.
The princess stands in its center, muscles flayed and bare and weeping, draped in a tattered dress of her own skin. Her heart beats from its place in her open chest.
Do you know what I'm going to do to you?
There's not so much a moment of hesitation before she steps forward.
Look,
Her chains pull taut, holding fast as she strains.
I apologize. I genuinely, really apologize for what's happened here.
From the place where metal meets flesh. Then, with a nauseating sound, the skin tears. It plops to the ground, and she pulls her red, glistening arm free from her bindings. She is loose, and she is coming for you.
Wait, stop.
She wants us to be afraid because she wants us to think she can make us suffer. That'll give her the satisfaction.
Okay.
That's right.
I understand the...
She's bigger than the last time, but she's pulling herself apart. She's practically done most of the work for us.
Wait, we don't have to... Wait, we don't have to do this.
You're right. We don't. But I want to.
She bounds across the room, her fists ready, her heart set upon your destruction. With a horrifying squelch, you are unwound.
I hope you weren't planning on dying. We're going to make this last forever. Huh. I feel cold. I've never felt cold before.
What? Hey, wait, stop, no, hey! What?
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her?
I don't...
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
I don't know where she went. I don't know how we'd even go looking for her.
You're right. She's gone. It's just us and that awful thing. It's like it's mocking us. Then what the hell are we supposed to do?
I think we're supposed to look at the mirror.
There's something dreadful about it. I don't think you should. No. Don't do that. Screw the mirror. We just need to find the princess.
Hey? Guys. Going to
Begging you, don't do this.
Look, okay? The mirror's never scared you before.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
Just... Everything's gonna be okay. I'm going to gaze into my reflection and find this out. Right? Nah, this form is not the best looking. Let's keep going. Whoa.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I am the Master Guardian, eldritch being and protector. But I'm also just a person.
A person. A set of eyes witnessing from one perspective. I think that you are more like me than you are like a person.
If you are looking at your appearance, I do agree with that.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
No, we're both powerful beings, but I don't believe we should allow that to control us. I know it's... Look. What? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
Look, let's get her out of here.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
I hope it doesn't. Are you what sent me here to slay the princess? No, I don't. Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But you were always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
That's fair. So what happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them.
Okay.
There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
I understand. But aren't you scared that I'll find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Alright. But how much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Okay. Make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
I will.
You won't.